Hi everybody, Dr. Sparks here. Hope you guys had fun at Engineering Day with our S-Team leader, Eddie. He taught you how to do some cool things. I'm going to go over one more time just in case you need to fix it or want to do it again. We're going to go over building your rover. Level 1 and Level 2 were a little bit different. Level 1 had a pack like this already put together. Level 2 has the same things, but we're going to do a little bit more. Let's do Level 2. Remember, as we're doing this, you can stop, rewind, and play it again. Let's start with our plate. We're going to need our plate. We're going to need to take out this little bag. We're going to need a screwdriver. So let's get started with these. Inside here, let's take out 6 legs. They're usually blue. They might be a different color, but they should probably be blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of these should already have the screws in the bottom of them. We put them in there for you. So now we need to find out where to put them. We've made some black marks on here so you can see exactly where they go. Line them up. And you'll feel them kind of pop into that hole. And then screw them down. I like to hold it down with one hand and the other hand can turn the screwdriver. You might need Mommy and Daddy to help you hold it down a little bit. It takes some hand power to do. There we go. We got our first one inside. Take a look. The tall part is on the outside. Screw that down really nicely. And then you can move on to the next ones. Let's do this middle one here. Let's take a close look at this. All right. Line up those holes. Start to screw it in. You'll feel it when it's getting inside that hole. Go in there. Good. And one more down here. Remember, the tall part goes on the outside. Screw that one into the hole. Make sure it's lined up nicely and get the other one. We're going to put in 6 legs. There's one side all ready to go. Now, let's do some more along the other side. Choo-choo. You can see the black circle below. That way you know you're in the right place. Ooh. Take some big hand muscles to do this. Good. Let's keep going. 2 more to go. Boys and girls in level 1, yours are already put in, so it's a little bit easier for you. Think you can do it by yourself? You can try putting it in a different place too if you want. And the last one goes right in here. There we go. All 6 legs are in place. Level 1, this is what yours will look like when you get started. Now let's take out some more supplies from our bag over here. We're going to get 6 wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6 wheels. We need 3 bars. Metal bars like this. One of them may have this. They don't all have this. One of them may. The other 2 will just be regular bars. And then go back into your little bag and we're going to take out the orange sleeves. There should be 6 orange sleeves that we use for this one. The orange sleeves are kind of like pinto. Kind of like just a little orange circle like that. Take out 6 of those. There's going to be another 1 or 2 inside of there for later. You're not going to use them all right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be careful not to drop these. You're going to need them. All right, let's start with the first wheel. Take your axle, that's this one, and take one of your sleeves and let's put it on there. About 1 finger down. Now, take your wheel, and there's a hole right in the end. Push that inside there. You may need to push it down on the table. Now, it's not on there very well, but don't worry. We're going to get that in the next step. Let's take it inside the very bottom hole. Put it inside there, all the way through, and make sure you get it into the bottom hole, the same hole on the other side. Right there. Look at that. Now, before we put the wheel on, put on another sleeve. There we go. Now it's time for one more wheel. Put it on here, and you can push them together. Now, what I like to do is put it down on the table like this and push the wheels towards each other. Don't use too much power. We don't want to bend the axle. That's what it should look like. Now, let's do the same thing on the other side. Take an axle, take a sleeve, and put it on. About 1 finger. Take a wheel and put it on. Get in there. All right. Now, put it through the bottom hole to the other side. Same hole. Let's get another sleeve on there. Hey, it fell. I got it. That sleeve goes on nicely. One more wheel. Then put it on its side and push them together. Now let's make sure your sleeves are right. Ooh, look at that one. Oh, this one's really close to this side, so we want to spread them out. I'm going to push this one over a little bit. And my sleeve is way by my wheel. I can take my fingers and bring it back. We want the sleeves to be right beside the blue leg. Don't have it touching, but very close, just like that. If it's too tight, it's not going to be turning. So push it out a little bit on both sides. That way you get a little bit of wiggle space back and forth. It will turn much nicer. Let's check out the other side and make sure it's ready as well. Let's push this one out a little bit. There we go. Push this one out a little bit. Should have just a little bit of wiggle room. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And make sure they can spin. Front and back wheels are ready, but remember, our Rover has 6 wheels, so we need to put one in the middle. The middle one is a little bit different because it may have a gear on it like this. Here's what we're going to do. This time, we're not going to start from the outside and push it all the way through because it doesn't go through. Instead, start from the middle and push it outside. See that? Start from the middle and push it outside. Put a sleeve on it. About 1 finger. And put on a wheel. Good. Now we're going to take that and push it in through the other side. Line it up. Push it through. Put on a sleeve. Put on 1 more wheel. Now set it on its side and push them down. There we go. Uh-oh, mine are still a little bit tight. Let's stretch it out a little bit so it's not touching the orange one and make sure it can spin nicely. There we go. The base to our Rover is ready. Now we're going to work with the arm. The arm is really cool. That's some of the coolest tools on the Perseverance. So let's take out this T-piece right here. And we're going to need 2 short screws. Don't drop them. You're going to need them. There are a couple extra, but make sure you don't lose them. There we go. Now, your screwdriver is magnetic, and that means, let's put this to the side and bring these over here. That means I can pick these up with my screwdriver. See? It's magnetic. Put it right inside so it's sitting nicely. And we're going to put these on the 2 outside holes. Take it and screw it in. Don't go all the way. Do it so it just starts to come out the bottom, right there. See, it's coming out a little bit. That way, when I put my finger over it, I can feel it. Let's take one more and do the same thing. Let's put it on this hole, right here. Screw it in. So it's poking out the bottom just a little bit. And we're going to take this into the very front corner. Bring it to the front corner, and you can feel it drop down into those holes. Now we can screw it in to the base plate. Very nice. It should look like that. It's time to add our arm. So go into your bag and take out your hook. Like this one right here. Let's go into our little bag. We're going to need the bar and another sleeve. You may have one, you may have two. So take out the little bar and take out one more sleeve. All right. Let's start with our bar and our sleeve. Put that sleeve on the end of the bar, just like that. Put that in the very last hole in your arm, in your hook. Drop it down inside. And this can drop down inside here. If you still have another orange sleeve left over, you can put one more orange sleeve in the very bottom here. Now your arm can reach out and collect samples from Mars. It's time to put on our super cam. You have this piece inside yours. This piece already has 2 screws inside of it. You can see on the body, we've got it marked out where it goes. So take this and put it in between those 2 black marks and screw it into place. Down you go. There's one side. And there's the other. Very good. This is our anchor. Now let's move on to our next one. Our next one, inside your bag, you should have 6 of these. One of them was in the other bag, and it has a black mark on the front. That's the one we're going to start with. And you're going to need your mast. That's this piece right here. Let's take out one more screw from our little bag. Remember, if I'm going too fast, and I probably am, when I go too fast, you can pause it, go back, and watch it again. Let's put our screw onto our screwdriver. Let's find that black circle in the middle, and let's put it all the way through. Oh. I like to put mine all the way through so it's really sticking out the bottom. Now take a look at your mast. Your mast, one side doesn't have a hole, but the other side, it's got a hole. Take that and you can turn it onto here. You need to push a little bit and twist, and you'll be able to push that on there. Mine went on most of the way, but not quite. At the very end, you can make it tight with your screwdriver. All right, now we need to build SuperCam. Take a look at these. These have tabs on the side, and they also have slots. So let's start with one wall. Take the tabs here and the slots and put it inside. It looks like a little chair. Let's do the same thing on the other side. You're going to have to hold it together and put it inside. Now it's kind of like a U. This is pretty easy so far. let's do this on the very end. We're going to take this one and slide it onto the end. Lock it into place. Now, that's holding together a little nicer, but we need to put in our top one first. This can be a little bit tricky. I like to hold mine in my hand like this because we're going to need to open it up a little bit. We're going to need to open it up a little bit so we can slide this one inside. It doesn't go on top. That doesn't fit. So instead, we're going to put it here, spread it out a little bit, and start to slide that inside. Slide it into the middle so that the tabs go into the slots. When they line up, you can pinch it back into place. That's what we're looking for. One left to do, and that's right here on the end. That one goes on nice and easily. Good. There we go. That's super cam. Super cam will sit right inside the anchor that we had. Mine's a little bit crooked. You can turn it a little bit and have it facing the right way. That's looking good. Now we need the body. Boys and girls, we're in level 1. You have your box already made. If you're in level 2, you got a box like this. So let's check out how to make this box. First, make sure these little tabs are out of it. Knock those tabs out and turn it into a slot. There we go. Now, let's bend up all the sides. All the sides over here. You can also see it has lines going across. Let's bend each one of those lines. Good. Oh, there's 2 more right here. Let's bend those as well. This one is a little tricky. Let me show you what we want to do. We're going to take these 2 tabs and these 2 tabs, and they're going to come together right like that. But they just fall apart. So once you have these 2 tabs folded up, take this one on the side, fold it over, and tuck it in. These 2 here, make them straight, fold it over, and tuck it in. Tuck in your sides, and there you've got your box with a hole in it. Remember which side is up and which side is down, because we're going to add this onto our rover. Take your mast off with your super cam. We'll put that back on later, and let's see how it sits on top. Just like that. That's pretty cool. But we need to secure it down. So make sure you have the bottom on the bottom. Okay, there's my top. It opens up. So I want to stick the bottom onto here. Check it out. When it's in place, it goes right to the very end here. Inside your pack, you had some sticky tabs. Right there. Turn your box over so we're working with the bottom. Let's take off some sticky tabs. There's 6 of them. We're going to put them in each of the corners. 1, 2. There are 4 corners on here. It's stuck to my finger. 3, 4. We still have 2 more left over, so let's put those into the middle. 5 and 6. Now, before you put this on here, there's some other cool things you can do. Inside our engineering pack, I included a picture. Give it to me. You can cut these out and glue them all over here to make the body of your rover. But maybe you want to do something different and design it yourself. Maybe you want a Hello Kitty one. That's cool. You could do that too. Color it, design it, or use glue and stick these on. Once this is all designed, then you can take this. Oh, wait, I've got one right here. Look at that. You can design it like that or make your own. Once that's all done, then we're going to take off the other side of the sticky paper, of the double-sided tape, line it up nicely, and stick it down. There's a hole, so we can still take our mast and our super cam and put it right back inside. Ta-da! There you guys have it. You have built your Mars rover, your Perseverance. Hope you guys had fun. Remember, anything you need to see again, just rewind and watch it one more time. Hope you guys had fun. If you decorate yours in an interesting way, take a picture and send it to us. We always love to see what you have. I'm Dr. Sparks, and now you know.